Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. But now that I have you, let's get back to the basics. Hey guys, it's me, the Fight Nutritionist. And again, this is part of my series called Back to the Basics. We're going to be talking about fat. And again, I'm just going to cover some simple terminology and just little tidbits about fat that you may not know. So to start, why is fat important? Well, first of all, fat is the main storage form of energy in your body. It can supply you with endless amounts of energy. That's why, maybe you can only go 3 days without drinking water, but you can go up to weeks without eating because the fat is able to provide you with sustainable energy. It's also why if you eat too much calories or too many calories in excess, way more than you need, that's why we have ample fat storage. Like there's no limit to how much fat you can have on your body. But other than, just providing us with the main storage form of energy in our body, fat is also really important because it's incorporated into our cell membranes. It's essential for growth and function. It protects our vital organs. Cells are also involved in hormone production, helps absorb a lot of essential vitamins and minerals throughout your body. So we definitely need to consume fat in our diet, in order to have a well-balanced, healthy lifestyle. So where can you find fats? Fats can be found in animal meats, oils, butters, dairy products, things like that. Fats are also the highest calorie macronutrient per gram, meaning that they're really nutrient dense. So 1 gram of fat has 9 calories versus carbs and protein, which only have 4 calories per 1 gram. So, fats generally have a really bad reputation. So people think like, ooh, fats, those are bad. But are some fats better than others? Yes, so let's get into that. So fats are mainly divided into saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats are fats that are solid at room temperature. So think butter, when you look at animal meats, like the marbling inside of animal meats, or, if you cook a steak or, something that's melted, but when you stick it into the fridge, it hardens up. So that would be a saturated fat. Saturated fats in small amounts are not bad for you, but increased intake of saturated fats does increase risk for, cardiovascular disease, dyslipidemia, which is essentially like your blood triglycerides are way higher than they need to be, things like that. So it's typically recommended to limit saturated fat in your body. The one bad fat that you do need to avoid is called trans fat. Trans fat is man-made fat, and essentially it's directly linked to health issues in your diet and should be avoided at all costs. And you're going to find trans fat in fast foods, fried foods, our favorite pastry products like donuts and cakes and cookies. So it's really important then when you're going to the grocery store to make sure to read your nutrient labels and to see how much trans fat is in it, and if there is a lot, probably avoid eating it or just try to limit it in your diet as much as possible. So fats that aren't solid at room temperature and are liquid at room temperature are called unsaturated fats. Examples are going to be olive oils and seed oils, and unsaturated fats are typically broken down into polyunsaturated and monounsaturated. Really the difference is just in their chemical structure. Both provide really great health benefits. They're really great for your heart, and they help reduce bad cholesterol in your body. Those are basically the two main categories of fats. But we also have essential fats in our diet that we need to consume because our body cannot produce them on their own. And our essential fats are going to be omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 fatty acids are going to be found in safflower, sunflower, corn and soybean oil, as well as sunflower and pumpkin seeds, and there's a little bit in walnuts as well. Omega-3s are going to be found in fatty fishes like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and also in some seeds like chia seeds, flax seeds, and even walnuts again. So again, we have to consume both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids in our diet, because they are essential and our body cannot produce them on their own. But the difference between omega-3 and omega-6 is that omega-6 fatty acids are considered more inflammatory, while omega-3s are considered anti-inflammatory. So it's really important, especially if you're a really active individual and you're putting yourself through a lot of exercise that's causing stress on your body, to consume a lot of omega-3s, because that will help decrease inflammation and promote recovery. So in terms of general performance, fats are very calorie dense and can provide you with hours of energy. However, the downside is that fats take a very long time to be digested. It's the one macronutrient that takes the longest to be broken down and also utilized for energy. So fats fuel you best at lower intensities. So think of like walking, jogging. For my fighters, maybe some light S&C, some light sparring, some jujitsu where you're just rolling around, your heart rate's not getting up too high, and it's something that you can just do for hours. So that's gonna fuel you best at those intensities. On the flip side, when you start to approach really high intensities, fat can't be broken down fast enough in order to provide you with energy. So that's when your body switches to carbohydrates to fuel you at those higher intensities. So again, fats are best to consume before lower intensity exercises. Think of something that you're going to do for a while. Fats are really good to incorporate into your main meals. So, if you have some carbs, some protein, and a little bit of fat, that will help slow the digestion of everything and provide you with more like sustained energy throughout the day. So say you got a big competition coming up, maybe 3 to 4 hours before that competition, have a hearty meal and make sure there's, a solid amount of fat in it to keep you full for a long time. So then, before the competition, say it's, for you guys, you're stepping into the cage for your fight, it's a football game, something that's going to require high amounts of energy, that's when you would, eat the carbs right before then, because it's going to provide you with immediate energy. Whereas the fat you want to eat earlier on in the day because that's providing you with sustained energy. So again, fats are important to incorporate into our diet. They're involved in hormone production, they provide the structure to our cells, so we do not want to give fats a bad reputation. They are important, so don't neglect fat.